Hello guys, welcome to our YouTube channel. Thank you so much for stopping by to watch today's video. If you are coming across your channel for the very first time, please do it to subscribe to the channel, turn on your notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I post another video. The video about to watch right now is what I consider the most accurate prophecy online. At least it is the most accurate prophecy I have ever seen. You see, we have seen a lot of people give prophecy, but I have never seen a prophecy that played out like it is just like a movie. He gave this prophecy in 2012 when Ivory Coast and Zambia were playing their African Cup of Nations finals. In fact, everything he said was so accurate down to the minutes that everything happened. You see, this is just too serious. I'm not going to waste your time. I'll just allow watch this video and then let me know what you think about it in the comment section. Please don't forget, share the video on all social media platforms and share with your friends and loved ones. God bless you as you do so. Watch the video.
I know you have a game now. You want to watch, I know. Today is final, but you want me to talk about it. Sometimes when I sit down, I show interest in something, God bring it to my, say, this is what you want to see. Everything like what we are doing now, it has happened before now. Like you say, you play a game today, the game has been played before today. And people like me has watched the game. You know, a believer, I can do all things through you know, our law is wonderful. Sometimes it just, when God is prepared blessing, this is blessing, and you are not ready to take it, you may take it any other day. Yes, this blessing is for a country you are not expecting. This victory is for a country you are not expecting. Just to make them smile because of past record they have. What happened to them in the history, I mean, God wants to make them happy because of the victim of what happened to them in the past. That record is bringing back, that put it behind you. Yeah, this is joy. Everybody will celebrate. That will make them to forget about the past record of what happened to the same country when they were going and such a thing happened. This is they forget it and dancing and dancing. God showed me first, second, in the second half at 25 minutes. This is 25 minutes. So thank you. Wave your hand. There's a mistake they should cover. Even if you have opportunity to enter the television where they are playing, you enter and flog them. Why you get to score this thing? You face goalkeeper and you play it about the ball. Face to face with the goalkeeper and you are now playing it outside. Is that not a big mistake? That is the goal that will have given you cup. So it's a mistake now taking it to other side. But second half, I think some correction can be made. Well, I don't know how do you make this correction, but mistake come. Thank you.
Well, we've seen this team from Southern Africa pull apart some of their West African counterparts in the tournament so far.
Driven and inspired by the memory of 18 Zambia players who tragically died in a plane crash in this city back in 1993. There's a sign over on the far side saying, we honour the players from 93. Lots of motivation, lots of determination for Zambia. But Ivory Coast, of course, equally determined. The big players will be desperate to get their hands on that cup. Zambia in green and black. Ivory Coast in their usual shirts, all in orange. And it's Ivory Coast who have the ball. Jean-Jacques Gosso gets his first touch at right back. We'll bring you the lineups in just a moment. Sol Bamba picking up the ball.
This should end the cycle of the golden generation of Ivorian football. But for the Chipolopolo Stars from Zambia, they also need to pay homage to all those, the 30 members who died 28 years ago.
So Ivory Coast have the ball in midfield, but it's Zambia on the attack here. Katongo could possibly get it across here, the number 11. He gets towards the corner flag. Can he get it in with his right boot? Good sliding challenge by Bamba.
this is the way we want to see them play in the second half. Just continue from where they left off in the first half, and hopefully we might see a goal before we enter into extra time.
There's a long way to go potentially in this game, isn't there, Ibrahim? But Ivory Coast in the shape of Gervinho trying to make the breakthrough here. Gervinho goes into the penalty area. He gets a shove in the back, and that is a penalty indicated by the referee from Senegal. Broke quickly. He burst through two defenders, and he managed to get through just into the penalty area. Did the challenge from Isaac Chancer come just outside, or was it just inside? It's hard to tell. It was also Nyambe Malenga in there as well. A couple of moments after that, Drogba, who received an injury early in this second half when he got a knock to the head, but he stayed on even though we thought he was going to have to go off. 69 minutes played. Drogba with a penalty over the bar. Didier Drogba got underneath it, scooped it over the top, and it remains 0-0 in the final of the Africa Cup of Nations.
Mine, oh mine, Kennedy Mwene. He is the man for the Nations Cup final. He did it against Ghana, against the Samoan. This time round, put the fear into Didier Drogba, and Drogba had to sky that one over the crossbar.
Just as the Prophet said, at exactly 25 minutes into the second half of the Africa Cup of Nations final match, there was a mistake. A crucial penalty was missed that cost Ivory Coast the cup at precisely 25 minutes into the second half of the match.
God showed me first, second, in the second half. At 25 minutes, this is 25 minutes. So thank you, wave your hand. There's a mistake they should cover. Even if you have opportunity to enter the television where they are playing, you enter and flog them. Why you going to score this thing? You face goalkeeper and you play it about the ball. Face to face with the goalkeeper and you are not playing it outside. Is that not a big mistake? That is the goal that will have given you cup.
He was trying to curl it, right-footed, didn't put all the power into it. He's complaining about the penalty spot, Didier Drogba. He got right underneath it. You know exactly what he was trying to do. He was trying to curl it into the top corner, but he just got too much on it, and it stays 0-0. 70 minutes played, 0-0 in the final of the Nations Cup.
So it's a mistake now taking it to the other side. God wants to make them happy. Because of the victim of what happened to them in the past, that record is bringing back, that put it behind you. Yeah, this is joy. Everybody will celebrate. That will make them to forget about the past record of what happened to the same country when they were going and such a thing happened. This is there they forgetting and dancing and dancing.
In 2006, when Ivory Coast lost to Egypt in a penalty shootout, you can hear what the fans think of it. Massive run-up, he's on the edge of the D here. It'll be a right-footed penalty. Steps up, sprints up, and it's saved by Mwene. And this time it is a save.
A player who's going to take this historic moment for Zambia. It's Rainford Kalaba, the number 17. Rainford Kalaba will have, up he steps, and it's over! Rainford Kalaba spoons it over the bar. And Zambia's historic opportunity goes begging at least for a few more moments.
The Arsenal man who will step up to take this next penalty. It's 7-7 in this shootout. Both teams have missed one penalty each. Mwene has saved a penalty already. Can he save this one? He can't, but it's gone wide! It's gone wide from Gervinho. Gervinho puts his spot kick well wide. And yet again, Zambia had the chance to win the Cup of Nations with this next penalty.
For Zambia, if he scores, Zambia are the Africa Cup of Nations champions. Sun Tzu is the man now, with the opportunity to make history for Chipolo Polo. Up he steps and scores! Stopila Sun Tzu with the decisive strike, which gives Zambia's Chipolo Polo their first ever Nations Cup title in the country where their national team died in an air crash in 1993. The force of history has been with them throughout this tournament, they have felt.
This blessing is for a country you are not expecting. This victory is for a country you are not expecting. Just to make them smile because of past record they have. What happened to them in the history, God wants to make them happy. because of the victim of what happened to them in the past, that record is bringing back, that put it behind you. Yeah, this is joy. Everybody will celebrate. That will make them to forget about the past record of what happened to the same country when they were going and such a thing happened.
But I'm happy to come here with the team, with the national team. I had said to myself that, and I said to the boys that some of us will be more emotional than the others. But a lot of Zambian people are emotional about their team. They're emotional about the team because of what it did on the pitch. Because they were very, very talented, very, very ambitious. A team that had been together for a long time. A little bit the case that is what is happening here. You know, a team we have had it for 5 years. And so I feel a connection for me to stand here. I feel proud to bring the national team, and of course what the minister said. They were gallant men who fought in the same thing that keeps us busy every day. You know, that we can't sleep. This football, you know, we had other people who were dedicated as much as we were, but today they were not here, and you know, God has given us a few more days to see in this life.
For Zambia, if he scores, Zambia are the Africa Cup of Nations champions. Sun Tzu is the man now, with the opportunity to make history for Chipolo Polo. Up he steps and scores! Stopila Sun Tzu with the decisive strike, which gives Zambia's Chipolo Polo their first ever Nations Cup title in the country where their national team died in an air crash in 1993. The force of history has been with them throughout this tournament, they have felt, and now that has been vindicated in a penalty shootout of high drama after a final of great entertainment, magnificent tension, which nonetheless finished 0-0. Ivory Coast have just the one title to the name still. It's Chipolo Polo's turn to gather together in prayer and to just pause for a moment, to consider what they have done and what the team which perished in 1993 here in Gabon might have done.
Well, the wonderful moment that Zambia have been dreaming about throughout their history. Issa Ayutu and the president of Gabon, Mr. Bongo.
And it's the two presidents hand over the trophy to Katongo.
And Zambia are champions of Africa. Unbelievable. Christopher Katongo, their captain, lifts the trophy. The fireworks go off. And Zambia have won their first continental championship against all the odds. Although really, many people will feel it was written in the stars that they would win here in Gabon.
Well, it was their ace in the pack, that overwhelming sense of belief that destiny had carried them here. As the players just lose control, they've got that trophy in their hands now. And well, many decades have passed as they've been trying to get hold of it. And just look at the celebrations. Look what it means to them.
Wow, I believe you enjoyed the prophecy. I believe you saw how accurate this prophecy is. You see, I always say this, a lot of people don't like Prophet TB Joshua, and to date I still don't understand why. But for me, this man was like one of the best prophets that I have ever seen. It is not because of the things he did for people and all that, but in terms of prophecy, his prophecies were always accurate. I'm not talking about his personal life, because you all know what happened early this year. I mean, was it late last year? I think it was early this year, where BBC did a documentary that exposed some of the things they said he did allegedly. So I'm not here to confirm whether he did it or not. That one for me is none of my business. What I'm just talking about right now is the accuracy of the prophecies of this man. I've seen a lot of people prophesy. I've seen different prophets and men of God prophesy, but I have really not seen one that is as accurate as this. It was so accurate that even the time he gave, everything played out according to those times. You see, some pastors and prophets will give prophecies and they will say it did not happen because he didn't have faith. I think this one was not like that. He gave the prophecy and it happened like that. It is not a prophecy. We saw what happened in this last AFCON, where some people gave prophecy there and later they came to start explaining. This is not what Prophet TB Joshua does. I don't understand why, as a man of God, as a prophet, you give prophecy and you come back to be explaining why the prophecy did not come to pass. Sometimes it is very funny to me. Sometimes people make it look like God is like a liar. They make one thing I know about God is that he is not an author of confusion. He knows the end of a thing from the beginning. Even if he knows that it will not play out, maybe somebody will come and intercede. I'm telling you, he will not even give it to you, his servants, to come and make it public, and then it will not come to pass, and then you become an object of ridicule. No, God knows the end of a thing from the beginning. He knows that, okay, this is what will happen, and if these people hear it, they will come and appeal or like appease me and all the rest and pray to me to change things. He knows all those things. So what he will do, the way God operates is that since he will not want to disgrace his servant, he will not want to create confusion. What he will do is that when he gives you the prophecy, he will make it known. He will also let the people know that the people involved will come and intercede, will come and plead so that he will change things. It is not that he will give you prophecy, you will come out as a man of God and give prophecy and the thing will not work. He will not come back and say, oh, they came to do this, they came to do that. Even the day they came to do those things he said they came to do, come out and tell the public that these people have come to do this, so these people have come to do that. That is why God is changing this prophecy. I'm telling you, people will believe men of God more if they start operating this way. It is not that when they will wait to when the thing don't happen, they will not come and start explaining. No, it's like what they are doing is a prediction. It's like what they are doing is just prediction. So I just love everything about Prophet TB Joshua when it comes to him giving prophecies, because only few over the past how many years we are as accurate as him. Most people, they just do what we call prediction. They do hit and miss. Let's just say it, whether it will work or it will not work. No, that is not the way prophecy should be. Even if you study the Bible very well, you know that, okay, when God says something, it takes only the grace of God for it to be changed. And once God wants to change things, he does not just on his own neglect his servant and change things. He will still send back his servant to go and tell the people involved, okay, I, the Lord, I am changing this thing. I, the Lord, I want to do this thing. When King Hezekiah wanted to die, God when God sent a prophet to go and tell King Hezekiah that he is going to die, what the King Hezekiah did do, he went back to God and prayed and interceded, and God sent back a word through his prophet to go and tell him, okay, I have pardoned you, I am adding more age to your years. Just imagine that, okay, King Hezekiah prayed, and then God did not communicate to his servant, did not communicate to the prophet he sent. God just said, okay, I have forgiven you, I will allow you live to so. Do you think King Hezekiah will respect that prophet? No. He will be even seeing it, did God actually tell this man this thing? But I'm not dead. I didn't know. But God, because God sent him back, and he gave King Hezekiah the prophecy again that God has changed what he wanted to do to you. You see, he made the prophet sound authentic and very, very believable. It is not like what we are seeing these days. The prophet, you come, you say something, then you come and explain tomorrow. Give us plenty reasons why it did not work or why it worked. God is not like that, and I will say it and I will keep saying it. God is not an author of confusion. God will never do anything that is going to confuse you and confuse everybody in the world. If he said something, he does it. If he says it is white, it is white. There is nothing anybody can do to change it. So let us try to forget all these things that some of our men of God do. God is not an author of confusion. If he said this is what is going to happen, that is what is going to happen. Look at the prophecy Prophet TB Joshua gave. Look at how accurate it is. Just imagine that God, after he has finished speaking all this, he has finished demonstrating, and God does the opposite after giving him the word. How do you think people will be looking at this man? Sometimes, yeah, one thing I feel about certain men of God is that they don't have shame, and it's like they don't care about their reputation and their image. One thing that we need to understand is that God will not push out his own to disgrace them. It's a lie. God will never do that. God will never want to disgrace his own. He will never want to make people to talk down on his own servants. He will not put you in a position where people will ridicule you because he sent. It's like now God is deceiving them now. It's like I call you, I say, if you go to that junction over there, you will see somebody that will give you money, and you go there, don't see anybody. I've deceived you. That is what we do, and God does not deceive anybody. He is not a God that deceives. He's a God that whatever he says happens. If he say it is A that will happen. If he says B, it is B that will happen. He will not change, unless maybe you intercede, and even though, like I said earlier, even though he decides to change, he will still pass through that his prophet and go and let the people know before the thing happen. Imagine that you give a prophecy that, okay, P2B is going to win the election, and then you come back before the election and ask, okay, God has told me that, okay, that P2B, due to this and that, he will not win the election. Tinubu is going to win. You see that a lot of people will believe you. A lot of people will trust you more. But it's not you come, you give prophecy, and then you wait and hope that it plays out. And if it does not play out, you come out and give what do they call those things? Excuse. No, that is not the way it is. Rest in peace to late Prophet T.B. Joshua. This, like I said, is one of the most accurate prophecies I've seen. Everything he said happened. The way Zambia is going to win, how did the Droba, though he didn't mention the Droba's name, he said that a star, a famous player that is going to miss a penalty. He explained all these things. He said that Ivory Coast will have an opportunity to score, but this big player will shoot the ball over the bar, and everything he said happened that way. That is the way how we know a true man of God, a true prophet of God. That is the only way we know them, because their words are authentic. The Bible made us to understand that God is not a man that lies. Neither is he the son of man that he should repent. He will never say a thing without making it happen, especially when he passes through his prophet. He will not want to disgrace his prophet. No. God cannot give you. The Bible made us to understand that his promises, they are yes and they are amen. If he says it, he does it. So let's forget all this one that people say, oh, they came to intercede, they did not come to. Why didn't God tell you that before it happened? That is how God operates, because God will not want to, like I said, God will not want to disgrace his own. He is not an author of confusion. Most people don't understand this fact. Many people don't understand this about God. But the moment you get to know all these things about God, that God will never push you out to disgrace you if you are his own, if you are his servant. The better you like, things will become for you. A lot of us, we have made God look like a magician or a trickster, somebody that does a trial and error. We have made it look like God does not know what he's doing, like a foolish somebody, like a mad somebody that will not come out and say this will happen and it will not happen. No, that is not who God is. We need to learn to understand who God is. We need to understand who God really is and how he operates. So at least even as followers, nobody will be able to deceive us. Personally, when I hear a prophecy that is not from God, I know. Because when you look at even certain things and try to connect the dots, you try to know the one that is just prediction and the one that is pure prophecy. People have given me so many prophecies in my life, and some of them over 5 years I've not seen anything. I've not seen anything happening. And if you ask them that, they will say, oh, it is because he didn't work towards it, he didn't do this, he didn't do that, he didn't fast, he didn't pray, he didn't do... Oh, so many excuses. God does not operate like that for me. If he said this is going to happen, he say you are going to make it so time. No matter anything, he will not do it for you again. He will do it for his name's sake. Because he has sent his servant to say it. He will not want to make his servant to be ridiculed. Just let's get this fact first. God will never send out a prophet, go and say something, and then he will not pass back and change that and start and make that prophet look like a liar. Which type of God does that? Even your father can't do that. Your father cannot tell you to go and do something and then make you look like he didn't send you, then abandon you halfway. That is not the way God is. Thank you so much for watching the video. Please do it to subscribe to the channel, turn on your notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I post another video. If you're a returning subscriber, I want to say thank you to you. Thank you for the support. We appreciate you. We love you. God bless you for always stopping by to watch our video. Thank you so much. Please share the video on all social media platforms, share with your friends and loved ones, and don't forget to remember our country Nigeria in prayer. The country right now is bleeding. It is going through so many things. It is going through a lot. And also don't forget to pray for yourself. You are special, you are valuable. Thank you once again for watching. I will see you in the next one. You are blessed.